Hey, this is Steve from Field Notes, and we're here again to talk about the making of one of our films. And with me, as always,
This is Brian from Field Notes, and we're going to talk about Vignette.
and this came out when?
This was spring this year. So this was FNC 46, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was two gray books and a green book, and they had a pocket in the front with a hole, and you could put different paper or ephemera in there and customize the book. And then there was an app you could use on your, well, I mean, these are still available, so this is all still true. There's an app on your phone you can use to shoot the picture and print it out at exactly the right size and mock it up. And so for the film, we just wanted to show different uses for it. That was the main goal.
On a filmmaking side, this is one of them that we had an idea of what we wanted the thing to be, and we shot a bunch of these books and stuff, but the assembly of the thing was like it'll become clear in the edit. We had a bunch of ideas on visual gags to make this thing play, but
Yeah.
it didn't have quite a structure, and we didn't have the music picked out or anything. So it was just to get into the edit and then figure it out along the way.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun, and it turned out. I think it's
Yeah, it's a nice one. Just a good, yeah. I think it does a good job of showing what the books do, and it's fun.
yeah.
Some of the gags worked better than others, but they all work all right. So that's the gray book and then the other color book of green was green. So that's just the two colors of books there.
And this was just one book that we shot, and then I recreated them. And I believe we were shooting these with the green books. We were using a blue to key out, and so
I actually painted a piece of paper with blue key paint, and we used that just to mask it, which was probably more trouble than it was worth.
No, it worked pretty well. So the green books on the blue, it had a blue circle in it, and I just had to replace that. I think I wound up just building a mask instead of keying it, because the keying was fine, but it was easier just to build a circle and make everything the same color gray. So that was a fun effect. Those were Brian's hands, I think.
Yeah, probably it changed a few times over the course of it, but mostly my hands. Most of this was either clip art or just stuff we found around the office.
Yeah, the 2001. I remember with this shot, we had something else in there, in the wedding shot, and we wanted to swap it out, and so I had to, I'm looking to see if you can see any. I did a really pretty good job, but I had to.
Yeah, well, it's funny that there are a lot of practical effects. I mean, I don't know if people know the difference practical and I guess the opposite of that is special effects.
Yeah, so that's not.
And so we try to do things we try to do things in camera, which is practical as much as possible, but not always. So this was kind of a weird mix of both. Some of the stuff that seems obviously easier to do practically, or
there's always a lot
post.
Of manipulation in any.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Right.
So that was stock footage. So.
And then we just took a frame and actually printed it out and stuck it in the book.
Yeah. So it was.
Yep. This was a book. I think someone gave us this book. It's a really neat book of sports rules, but the illustrations and graphics are amazing. So we've used that for a few things. And I hate to cut it up, but it's falling apart, so it's kind of become a clip art book anyway.
This felt like, I don't know why, I don't remember. It just felt like it needed a little punctuation.
Yeah, it's a check, yeah.
And so
bring out that check.
But I also threw that kid audio in there.
Oh yeah.
I had the kids go, whoa, and it just felt like a happy, trying it out, and that worked pretty well.
And then the My Bridge horses.
Yeah, that was an early idea. We thought we were.
And then these were Erica's eyes, and she was really disappointed at how they look, but I think they look cool.
We had a lot of conversation of what the eyes should do. Should they look both ways twice and then look some other way? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it.
Yeah, I think I ended up just shooting eyes looking every different way, and then we just kind of edited it how we wanted it.
Yeah.
But again, those were actually, just about all these books were actually made up. We made up samples of them and shot them.
That's Trina's arm
Yeah,
there.
and some wallpaper.
This was my great idea, and it works sort of.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
the
fun
pattern,
idea.
The pattern was too big. Yeah, these were cards from Busy Beaver's button box. That's a fun collection of cards of their pins that they have collected over the years, and they have a book coming out too. Actually, I should plug. It's available for pre-order on Amazon called Button Power. That looks pretty amazing.
Yeah, these I remember this being because the white, I needed it all to be in a white background, so there was a lot of masking going on in this.
Yeah, some of this isn't practical for sure.
No.
And then Aaron had an appearance while we were filming this the night before. Yeah,
And
somewhere.
we said, will you do a thing where you hold the phone up and then everybody cheers behind you?
He usually does that anyway, but we wanted a video of it this time. He usually takes a picture. Yeah.
This will play really well. And I won't say who in this, but there was somebody flipping off the camera. And I think Matt caught it after we had watched this a billion times. And he said, you see he's like, they're flipping it off. And so I went in there and painted out his giving the bird. So, yeah, so there's all these.
So Steve won, that guy 0.
Yeah. I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction of, I don't know, not hurting this shot or making us not be able to use it just because we wanted it to be like a family-friendly thing, I guess.
With the pot leaf and the...
Yeah. So, I think that came about in the edit. I think, it's like the horns in the song felt like there should be some sort of reference to that, and so I think I got some stock, and that was not a practical thing.
Right. And then that transitioned into the next shot, which was practical, which I still don't know why we did this practically, because it would have been so much easier not to, but that's a real 78 there with a book with cover on top of it. And we shot it spinning from above, and then you edited it so that the turntable was spinning rather than the record.
Yeah. We shot it just straight on like that, and then I motion tracked the book. And so the record player would spin around it, but
it's so overcomplicated.
I guess we probably could have just taken a picture of the book and then the picture of the record player, and it would have worked just as well. But why do anything easy?
Right. And then the next clip is that's that same book of sports illustrations. There's Noah.
If you're in the office at the time we're shooting these, we often will call somebody and say hey, can you come down and be a face holding a thing or an arm holding a thing? So he was good enough to do it.
Fine acting.
Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say.
Yeah, that's about it. That's a pretty straightforward one.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, they're still available on the site. They're pretty fun to drop pictures into and mess around with.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll say farewell. So thank you again for watching this, and hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back again for another one.
Cool. Thanks.